Record. All right, we'll get started. So yeah, welcome to today's next level, September 1st. Yay. What are we? 2/3 of the way done with the year. 2/3. Yeah, that's 4/6 of the way done with the year. And I was hoping to do today was just a quick lead generation and conversion routine, something that you might do either on a daily basis or once a week. And I'm just going to show you this on a live account. We're going to use the Forever Florida account. I have been a little neglectful of that with everything going on this summer. I hope Delia is not watching, but you know, I've been checking in here and there, but I thought it might be good to kind of do a full review of the lead generation and some of the conversion stuff that's going on there. Now, her team is doing a lot of the conversion work, but I tend to manage a little bit of the automations and the pay-per-click traffic running in. And I think this kind of exercise, this kind of review is something you should have on your calendar, you know, more frequently than I've been doing it here in this case. You know, maybe it's daily, maybe it's like every Tuesday and every Friday or something like that. And the first item that I have on here is our basic post a property search or listing of the day task, which we talk about a lot. I'm going to get rid of my camera, keep the computer rolling. And I don't know how many people are doing this on a regular basis, but I know the people who do see a good return. I know it because I do it very hit or miss. And my friends and family are always saying, hey, that listing you posted was very cool. So I'm going to just do that today, just to show you guys again. I know it's a little repetitive for some of you, but this is something that we can come into very easily. We can bump in the kvCORE when we first sign in the morning, you know, 9 a.m., 8:30, whatever you get started. If it's 6 in the morning, if you're one of those types who can manage to wake up early and start working, you come in here, you go, okay, what's our property list of the day or our property of the day? We'll just do our whole county, right? Just pick that and let's pick a listing type. I'll go down here to options. Let's do the most walkable houses and we'll do them in downtown St. Petersburg, Florida. So I'm doing option walkable. In fact, let's draw. We'll use the map draw today. Okay, so we'll do this and then we'll draw the N area. Draw my little left click, left click, left click. See what happens if we do this. I haven't done a walkable in a while. I'll click apply. Walk score is very walkable. I almost forgot that was there. See, there's a separate thing for walk score. So we'll do Walker's Paradise. Woo! Walker's Paradise. That sounds awesome. We'll do we'll do Facebook for the source. Walkable as my hashtag here. And let's make people register as soon as I get to the page today. Let's be a little crazy. Usually, guys, I will leave this off when I'm doing social posts and just let people browse and they get added to my retargeting list. But let's set it to immediate. So we're going to create the link here. So and then I have my share link to use. And then I'll hop on over to Facebook. And while I'm waiting for my computer to load, it's going really slow. Can somebody just let me know you can hear me? Sometimes I get worried. We get a few minutes in and nobody's saying anything. Just chat real quick. Yeah, I can hear you. I appreciate that. And then we'll do, thank you. Great, guys. And then I'll just come into Facebook, very simple, property search of the day or property list of the day. Very walkable homes in St. Pete, Florida, right? I post a link. Now, sometimes it doesn't grab the test link. There's a little thing, I just remember there's a little thing going on with this account that there was a test link on it. But anyway, sometimes it brings up a good preview of the list of properties, but I'm a big fan of just grabbing an image that's funny, right? So I'll do walking funny just to get a little more engagement. Just do something cute. Like that. I could have also searched GIFs. I think you can do that in Facebook, right? Oh, it's not giving me the GIF option to add. Let me get that out. I want to see if it'll let me actually GIF. Yeah, if you don't have a picture already, walking Could also do that. There we go. This one's even better. Very walkable homes in St. Pete, Florida. So, you know, what's going on here? Of course, if you get in the habit of doing this, you're just reminding people that you're in real estate, having a little fun with it, and you're pushing traffic back over to your website, right? That's pretty much it. So not hard, 2-3 minutes. You can schedule these posts in Facebook. I forget how to schedule. I haven't done it in a while. I think you just pick here, you pick like a time in the future, but you can schedule them. You can use third-party post management apps to schedule a whole week ahead of time if you want. But yeah, very easy. And I know not everybody's doing this, and I like to just mention it at least once every few weeks. So for those of you who've seen me do this 100 times, I apologize, but definitely, guys, keep people remembering in your sphere that you're in real estate. Post to Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Post the same thing. Takes you 5 minutes, right? Get it done. And that's sort of the first thing you do when you sit down to do your lead generation session for the day. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my activity stream, just see what's going on here. So what we do is we go to and we click the dashboard link up at the top left of the site. We kind of scroll down halfway down the page and we start to see views here. Now, if you're not consistently generating a lot of leads, you're not going to see the kind of activity that Delia has going here. You might see more if you're doing more than she is, but you know, probably a year ago, this would have looked like 2 people looking today, 1 yesterday, sparse. But now you can see there's probably in the last hour, there were 6 different people looking at properties on this website, searching for listings. You can see the little fire. I think that means they're hot, right? And this comes from consistently generating fresh leads into the system and setting up automated property alerts, or making sure all these people are set up on property alerts because they get an email every day with all new listings and they're hopping back into the site. And I can look in about 30 seconds, right? I can come into any kvCORE account and know right away whether or not that account is having some level of success, right? Like if I see activity here, it means they're doing the right things because they're getting traffic to the website and they're letting the automated property alerts do their thing and call people back in. So big takeaway, guys, make sure those automated property alerts are going out for everybody. So, you know, you might come in here and say, okay, look, ooh, Laura, you know, and in a lot of cases, you'll have talked to this person in the past, or you'll recognize them as a lead. Oh, Laura's back. I haven't seen her here in a while, you know, and then you go ahead and you call. You click the call button, or you click core video and you record a quick core video and say, what's up, Laura? Right? And you send her a quick video. I noticed you were on the site again. Or you send a quick text or an email, right? Straight from the dashboard. So that's the property views. It's also fun to click on new texts, especially if you're like the admin of a site and you're managing a team or you have a bunch of agents. You can kind of see what your agents are saying, but you can see here, there's pretty good text activity going on as well. And you just look through the text and just make sure you didn't miss anything. Now, in theory, you would have gotten these texts, right, through the app and through your phone. You would have kind of been notified that these things were happening, but it's always good to kind of go and look, right? Just take a quick look, make sure nothing fell through the cracks in the last day. Maybe you were at the store, you know, in line and you saw a text and you forgot to get back. So come in every day and just take a look. You can also see who's opening your emails. So I scrolled down to email events right here. Take a quick look at that. You know, if you want to, maybe there was somebody you're wondering, like they fell off the face of the earth, right? You were talking about seeing properties and you tried to schedule an appointment, but they didn't reply back. And you're just looking here, did they get that email I sent? You know, like, are they ghosting me? Were they on vacation? Whatever. And then you see them pop up as opening an email. You're like, okay, they're still out there. Maybe they just weren't ready. So that gives you some intelligence right there. You also do have a link. You know, you can see your Google Calendar in here. You can see any tasks that you need to complete today. I don't actually have on the list, right? It's pretty good, pretty key. We should have should have something that says execute calls and tasks, right? Calls and tasks. So you're probably going to want to, I almost treat this separate, but you're going to want to have another time block where you're just sitting here doing all the stuff that's popping up from your smart campaigns or that the system's prompting for you, and anything past due, right? Like this. And then you're either going to snooze or complete and manage your business from right here. But if you let kvCORE kind of tell you what to do, and you just do the stuff that pops up, it's a pretty good way to be, you know, assuming you're fueling the system with fresh leads and you're calling people on a regular basis and you're just knocking out your tasks, assuming you have all the automations set up correctly with your smart campaigns or your scheduling calls, you know, with every contact, you know, a next call, it's kind of hard to have things fall through the crack. And that's kind of the point of a system like kvCORE is to help you manage all this. So execute your calls and tasks. Maybe that's at the end, right? Maybe that's down here. Or maybe that was first, right? Before you do the lead gen and conversion, but somewhere in your day. Now we're going to get into some of the fun stuff, and this is going to look different for everybody. I have check lead sources and make tweaks. Now, in these next level sessions, we do tend to talk about do-it-yourself lead generation. So I'm going to, just for the sake of entertainment for you guys, I'm going to go just take a look at some of the Google and Facebook campaigns that we have going for this account. I know that most of the leads are coming in that way. You know, the agents are doing their own thing. There's occasionally property boosts are being run, right? So you can check any property boosts. For those of you who haven't tried Property Boost yet, it's kind of the easiest push button away to get quality contact info flowing into your kvCORE system, you know, around a specific listing. So I might come in here and say, okay, let me check Property Boost real quick. So if I go to Marketplace, just sign into Property Boost, it should show me anything that's going on here. So there we go. There's any, it looks like Delia hasn't run any in a while, but she's done, you know, an average of 449 a lead on the boost that she's done, right, in the past. And I know in this market, I think a lot of things are just selling so fast that she in particular is not even getting around to doing them. You know, last one was in July. So check your property boosts, and then let's go ahead and check our Google ads, right? So I've got my Google campaign here. For those of you who are next level members, there's specific tutorials. Pretty much everything you see me checking right now, I kind of created live in most cases. In previous webinars or in videos in the members area. But let's just take a look here at what's been going on in the last 30 days on our two main campaigns that are running. We're tracking it. Our income properties ad is doing $14.12 a lead. Our new construction ad is doing $10 a lead. We're happy with that from Google. If I have a spare minute, maybe I'll click into the new construction campaign. I'll take a look at the keywords that are running. Are there any keywords that are costing me, you know, a lot more than others, or have an especially low conversion rate? Not really. This one right here isn't doing super great. It's only doing 3.3%. Maybe I'll turn that off, right? But it's just kind of, you're just kind of reviewing things, right? Maybe you turn that off. Maybe I'll go into my ads here. And again, we only have one ad running. Maybe I'll duplicate this. So I'll hit copy and edit. Okay, and then let's change this. We'll change some of the language, right? Awesome sauce. I don't know. I had hundreds of listings. We'll say waterfront and in town, right? Something like that. We'll make a slight tweak, save the ad, and this will kind of give us a split test, right? We're getting a little geeky, but now it'll run that ad against this one. And in a month when I check again, maybe I'll see that for whatever reason, the waterfront and in town ad, you know, converts way better than the hundreds of homes ad, you know, just to give an idea. Or maybe I would have tried to make a different landing page, right? And I would have switched the URL to a slightly different landing page. So for context, the landing page we have running for this right now looks like this. If I was feeling really saucy and I had a lot of energy and time, maybe I would go make a new landing page that had a slightly different headline, and I would duplicate that ad, have everything be exactly the same, and you know, have a new landing page. So this isn't what you have to do. I'm kind of just giving suggestions of what your review might look like. You're kind of peeking in. Now, if you're not running your own traffic, it might just be a matter of coming in here, right? And you go to business analytics. Let me add that note here. Check biz analytics. And so I come in here and I'll go to business analytics. This is the brokerage account that I'm looking at. So there's a good amount of activity, right? I don't know if they're changing their stuff to contract. We see that missing a lot, you know, under contract is 9. That's probably accurate in her case. And there's 78 closed showing up. So you get a quick look at that. Source performance here. You can start to drill down, right? And see which of your sources are converting. So this is last month. Let's do last 6 months and click update. Right, and we can see here all the different sources, organic website. Here's one, here's one. You can see what closed, which ones have stuff under contract, which ones are yielding clients. You can see here, this is very interesting to me, guys. The Facebook lead ads haven't booked any closings in the last 6 months yet. They've been running for about 6 months. And this is exactly what we expect to see from Facebook leads. They take a little longer to convert, but look at that client count sitting there, 21. So the pipeline on Facebook takes longer to evolve, but this source is going to catch up, and you're going to start to see more closings here than these other sources over time. And these are your like property boost type ads, your Facebook lead ads. And when we hear people say, oh, you know, I tried that for 2 months and it didn't work, the reason is you didn't give it long enough. It's almost always that, especially with top of funnel lead sources like Facebook. So I'm excited to see these kind of numbers, you know, and once your account is running for a while, you start to see this kind of stuff going on. Here's Google, right? Here's, you know, a bunch of new leads sitting there, a bunch of actives. Interestingly, we don't see any move the client. Now a lot of this does depend on you and your agents, if you're a team leader, actually moving these sources along. Right. So I'm assuming that a lot of these are accurate. I do know that, you know, unless somebody is manually moving stuff to under contract or client, it's probably not getting there. So I'm going to trust that these are here, but I am going to assume that there's some stuff sitting here in active and new that should be over in these higher channels. Right. So business analytics, really cool place to go. Look at your source performance. You can see here any kvCORE activity. Look, there's 6,000 leads without search alerts in this account. I have a feeling that a lot of that has to do with the Google contact sync that was recently done. A lot of contacts were brought in from the phone or that agents aren't moving stuff to search alerts. I think this is for the whole account, company account. But you could drill down by specific agents if you're an admin, right? And see how each agent is doing and, you know, whether or not they're setting up search alerts and things like that. So definitely come in here, check things out as part of your review. You know, something might jump out at you. You might say, hey, I'm paying Zillow. Right? And I've gotten 300 leads from Zillow in the last year, and they're expensive AF. Right? And but oh my goodness, they're expensive, but they're converting. That might be what you find out, and you might say, hey, why don't I put more money there, or vice versa, right? So just to have that kind of intelligence and make smart decisions is really useful. Charlie's asking how you get there. Business analytics is just an option over on the left side in the navigation down here toward the bottom under marketplace. So you just click there, and then you have this navigation up toward the top. And if you're the account owner, you know, and you have multiple agents under you, you're going to click up top here, and you can see I can kind of drill down into specific agents and look at their pipelines really quickly and see how they're doing, right? And see.
Hey Ryan, it's Kelly.
Hey,
You know me, I'm a lurking today.
Cool.
A little Easter egg in the source performance.
Yeah.
If you click on source performance, and if you're looking at that real fun and fancy graph right there, if you click on any of the sources right there at the top, you can remove them. So if you want, maybe you've got a lot of well, there too, but I meant the actual labels, like the Google, the organic, right there. Click on that. It actually removes it from your chart, so you get a nice little visual. Yeah, a little Easter egg for you.
These guys build stuff, but they don't put a little note. Like, tell me.
That's why I like to tell you these little Easter eggs. And we recently added that download button. So if you are doing some tracking and you want to track over time, some of these things are, you know, time-based reports that you're doing. Make sure that you're downloading them. So as a best practice, maybe you set a quarterly task to go and download some source performance reports so that you can track and monitor them over time in an Excel spreadsheet that you've got. Because, you know, a lot of these are based on just looking at it where it is in real time on your kvCORE. So just an
awesome.
FYI.
Yeah. Thanks, Kelly. Awesome. Now I got to get.
Sorry. Now you got to get into office.
Oh, man. Get out of here. Oh, my God. Sorry, guys.
I wonder if you tried closing it up at the top.
I've done this before, because I do everything with Google Sheets, and I always forget that I have to open it in Sheets and not Excel, or I'm in trouble.
Oh, well, you know what? That's a good point for the users, though. If you don't have Excel, if you're not part of Microsoft Office, make sure you're opening it and go to download, and then you can open it in Sheets.
Yeah, you just go to drive.google.com, you click new folder upload, file upload, new file upload like this. And then you just grab that and it'll open up for you.
Yeah, you can also do it right when you download it. I think if you right click on it when it goes to the download button, it will,
okay.
Yeah, you could just right click and say open with Google Sheets. Yep.
Gotcha.
Like
cool.
that.
Thanks, Kelly.
Anyway,
keep chiming in.
Couple little, sorry, just keep little Easter eggs I see along the way. I'm like, oh, I want to tell them this.
Great. So that's business analytics. We took a look at our Google leads. Just looking in the account, I was reminded today, I don't actually have any retargeting running in this account. So you start to look for opportunities. You say, hey, what am I missing here? What could be refined? What could be better with this source? Actually, there is a display branding retargeting running. Okay, so that has generated 25 clicks last month at about $5 a click, pretty expensive. So again, you're just looking at your traffic sources and deciding what to do. But it was shown, this is retargeting 80,000 times. So with a display ad, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see tons of impressions, but you're going to see a very low click-through. Now, I am kind of cool with that for now until I talk to Delia, because I want to ask her if she's okay with spending a few $100 a month, knowing that 80,000 times on somebody's web browser, her logo and that call to action is being seen, right? So that's that. That's a little bit of a, that retargeting. And then you go into your Facebook ads. We'll take a look here. This waterfront campaign, guys, that we set up, I think in February. I have not been told to turn it off yet. And I know that if I haven't been told to turn it off yet, that's probably because it's still doing really good. It's generating conversations. So just going to show you guys the performance. It's showing me landing page views. Let me see here. Thousands of leads though. Sorry guys, let me see performance. There it is. This is just me being a little confused. It's 1,511 leads so far at $260 a lead. So 4,000 has been spent on that lead source in 6 months. Might sound scary, might sound like a lot. But again, that was pretty much responsible for all 21 of those clients that are actively working and have reached that sort of status. So, when you're taking a long view of your lead gen and you're giving it time to breathe, that's what starts to happen. Your pipeline starts to really fill up. So we'll leave that be. And then an illustrative point here, we have tried some other angles like starter homes. We've tried retirement. You can see this retargeting ad running for retirement. This waterfront just keeps winning. So you don't mess with what's working and you just try to beat it here and there. And as long as it's working and you're kind of spending what you want to be spending, you don't have to really pay too much attention to these things. I haven't looked at this campaign in over a month. So, but it just kind of runs, and kvCORE is doing the rest of the work. It's doing the heavy lifting, because every time one of those waterfront leads comes in, the smart CRM is sending out an automatic text. It's setting these leads up on automated hashtag alerts, right? Because we have an automated hashtag alert that says whenever a waterfront tag comes in, start sending waterfront listings. And that's where we get this kind of activity coming in. So, right, you start to see all this stuff going on. Ed's asking to see the waterfront ad. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. That's a good point. I always forget that not everybody watching today has seen this stuff. So let's go ahead and see the waterfront ad. There we go. Pretty simple. This is kind of a template that I use for all property list type ads. And it's worked for years. It just says Pinellas County waterfront homes. I like to put a little brackets and give like a price range, price from the mid 100s to 17 million. We do get some negative comments that are like, there are no houses on the waterfront for 100,000. We get that comment a lot, even though there are. What we're showing is there is waterfront inland from the beach, but a lot of people expect this to be the beach. So there are like condos that are on canals and things like that count as waterfront. So, but yeah, that's it for the ad. This video is created using a built-in video creator inside the Facebook ads dashboard. You just put an image and you put some text on top, and yeah, it just kind of runs, and it's doing that $2 a lead. Nothing fancy. And remember, we don't have the ability as real estate people to target very heavily. So the actual targeting here is simply everybody in the county. Super broad. And Facebook's algorithm has done a great job. It's targeting 600,000 people, but it's done a great job of finding the people who will be interested in this You know, as creepy as they are, as scary as they are, that's what the algorithm does. And you can see here, I do have it split up between people living in this county. So those leads have been $293 a piece, and people who are traveling in the county, those have been a little less expensive, but we're getting a good mix of people transplanting in and people already here. That's the only kind of split test we have going. And you can do that living in, traveling in when you go and create your audience. It's an option right up here where you choose the location. You can choose whether they're traveling in or living in. So yeah, check your lead sources. How's the retargeting going? You know, this account, I've got to get with Delia. We have actually been running for about 6 months, and we're making a big mistake. We are not running any video retargeting. So Delia's been hiding from me because I've been trying to chase her down with a camera, but we're going to get some kind of ad up live where she's on video saying, hey, thanks for visiting my website. That would be something that could really enhance our whole picture here that we haven't been doing. We haven't really gotten too personal with our digital marketing, you know, there. I think I showed you guys an example of a pretty good, somebody who I've been working with, who's doing a good, I think a good job of this. Let me see if I can bring up the ad. I think we showed this. This is Ralph Perone. Hopefully he doesn't mind me showing. Ralph is not afraid to be on camera. So he sent me, I requested that he send me a retargeting video. And I was very pleased that Ralph turned around and gave me this.
Hi, I'm Ralph Perone, owner broker of Perone Realty, right here in Merritt Island, Florida. I want to go ahead and say thank you for stopping by and registering on our website. I want to make sure that you're aware that we have a promotion going right now for all of our buyers.
So I don't know if you guys can hear this, but Ralph basically just says, hey, thanks for visiting my website. He's got a little bit of a hook that he likes to use. Interesting video, but all it says is thanks for visiting my site recently. Click to learn about his giveaway. He's basically, you know, he's got his own hook. But this is the stuff that can really accelerate a campaign, especially if you're known in your local market, you know, the people you went to high school with, people you've done business with in the past. So we'll be working on that in a local market here. And I have this little retargeting question, knowing that we're kind of a little behind there, but just something to think about from day to day. Hey, are we retargeting the leads hitting our website in an efficient way? If you do want to get retargeting done for you without doing it all yourself, there is a Google display retargeting option inside of the marketplace. So if you type retargeting, I think this is like quietly a very popular product. We rarely talk about it. All it really does is we create a nice little banner ad for you and we run it to all your site traffic. Anybody who hits your website starts to see your face and name with an animated image, follow them around Google. And sometimes that's all you need. You know, you just people are reminded that you're in the business, and if this does you another deal or two a year, you know, you're good to go. So retargeting. Okay. Now the next two items I had here, or the last one I had, was this idea of sending something cool to your database. And this is where I believe kvCORE can get you pretty far without doing this. And that's what we've been doing with Forever Florida. Basically, the plan here has been drive a lot of traffic through the front end of the site, let the smart campaign send some automatic texts, some emails, make sure the auto alerts are going out. And then Delia has a really awesome team. She's got a couple people making calls, you know, just kind of chatting people up over email. They're really talented and they do a good job of that, right? Keeping that going. But other than that, there's not much other work going on. So the whole thing is kind of running, you know, without a lot of effort, maybe an hour, you know, a couple hours a day total of human resources. But if you really want to accelerate your results, it becomes time to start sending something interesting manually, you know, and not rely so much on the automation. So you have the option, you can create content, which is, you know, I think more and more guys just, I have been in this habit of doing this for 10 years or so, but I had to like force myself to do it. My daughter and my sons are scary because they are creating content just naturally as if it's just what you're supposed to do, right? So they're on TikTok and they're on Instagram or doing whatever they're doing. And I think this is your competition. So Just, you've got a few more years and it's already starting to happen. But I think we're all going to have to be in the habit of getting on camera or creating things that differentiate us from all the other licensees in our market, especially as things get the marketplace evolves and we've got bigger competitors and all the stuff that's going on. So create content that would be something like a quick video market update, something like that, right? Or blog post, top three investment properties. So think of something to do. If you have a niche, it could be the same content every week. Here's the top 3 new construction homes in St. Pete, Florida, and you just do that every week. Now, a shortcut for sending something cool is to just use the squeeze links. So you can just say, hey, I'll just do a property squeeze link of the day or a property of the day. And that's okay. I mean, that's better than doing nothing. So you could come in. Remember, we had our squeeze link that we posted. Well, I'll just grab this for the heck of it, for something to use. And then you can come in and go to your smart CRM, or you can go to marketing and do a scheduled email. And pretty much just pick a segment of your audience. So we'll do waterfront. We've been generating a lot of waterfront leads in this particular market. So let's actually do this. Context with hashtag waterfront. Okay. And so everybody who's coming off of that, maybe we'll do most expensive waterfront home on the market today, right? So instead of kind of creating something where we get on camera or anything, we're going to go into our website and we're going to find the most expensive waterfront home real quick. Where is it? Where is it? Waterfront. Oh, beautiful. 29 million. There we go. Is that Tommy's house? He hasn't gotten traded yet. Let's see. I'm trying to think about who's in the county, who's got that cash. So here we go. So what I'm doing, I'm kind of looking at the property really quickly and trying to pull something out about the property that I can mention in my email. That looks cool, right? So let's do that. Hi, right? And then we can personalize it. I'll hit the little sun here and I'll do lead first name. First name was just browsing the MLS and noticed 802 Druid South, which is the most expensive home on the market, waterfront home on the market right now. Clocking in, coming in at a cool 29 million. Right? If you know anybody who might be interested, let me know. Here's a link. That's what I'm doing. Here's a link if you want to check it out. All right, and I can just do that and drop a link like that, or I can hyperlink it. All right, and in parentheses, so if you know anybody who might want it, let me know. /Ryan, and then PS. I'm using the PS to give them a reason why they want to click the link. Definitely check out the home studio, the home theater. Will be perfect. Would be awesome. Awesome to watch. Bucks spank. I don't even know who their first game is against. Probably, let's just assume they would beat up my Giants this year. This weekend. From that. So what we're doing is we're just having a little personality. We're sharing a little bit about ourselves. Hey, we're Bucks fans, right? Something like that. And if we can send something like this every week related to a property, hey, maybe they will know somebody who wants to buy the property. But it's mostly just about making them smile, and engaging with the content. So.
Ryan, as you're doing that, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking everything you just put in the content of that email is exactly what I would put if I were putting it on a Facebook post, which we're all used to doing already. So when you're doing those Facebook posts and you're adding those squeeze pages, why not send it to people in your sphere? Why not send it to, active people that have been on your website recently? Just take the same post content, put it right in a template.
Awesome point. Yeah. Because I did that walkable earlier. That could have been the post. The email.
You could just copy and paste this into a post, take out your name on it.
And you could send this email every day. You could say Pinellas property of the day, and I guarantee you nobody would be upset with you. You'd have occasional unsubscribes, but people have, professional email marketers have studied this. The more frequently you market, as long as it's interesting, the better you do. So,
put that in a post. You could put that in a blog post and schedule it to go out too.
Yep, definitely. You could even kind of link to the blog post with details with the property inside. So I'm not going to send this because this is my personality and I'm sending it from the main brokerage. So I'm going to kind of delete that so I don't have a mistake here. So Kathy had a question. Oh, there's lots of questions here. All right, let's look. Charlie's asking if we ever plan on doing an event. I think we were kind of moving that path till about 18 months ago, so I'll check with the marketing department. I'm sure it's something we're thinking about again. Can the squeeze pages be changed or edited after they're created? Gary, those squeeze links, you can actually edit them in your browser. Kelly, do you think you have that documentation handy? Maybe we could drop.
Yeah.
And currently the landing pages cannot be edited, but I think that's on its way.
Are you talking about for editing the squeeze page links or the history portion of it? Going in and finding them in the history.
Oh, okay, right. We can do that now, right?
Yeah, you can go into the, because it's a good point to reference that when you do a squeeze page, say you've posted it in 15 different places and you want to go back and update it, you can update it within the history section of each in the squeeze page builder right there in the history. You can view them, you can copy them, you can copy the links, what have you, but you can't do that currently with the landing pages.
Got it. Yeah, I think that's coming. I'm pretty sure there's a little, let's see. Yeah, there's a little issue here. Let's see here. We've been wrestling with a little kind of tech issue with this account last day or two. Okay, but yeah, you can edit them from right here. Any feedback on texting links? Kathy, did you ask a question? Maybe I didn't get that, but yeah, you could text a link out. I think
I'd use the short link if I did that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, use the short link. I think use that carefully. I know some of the providers are getting a little sensitive to that, so there's a chance you increase the chances that it'll be seen as spam if you include a link. But it's not to say that people aren't doing it and that it can't work. I just, it's a little bit of a thing. You can also just say a good text would be, hey, I put together a list of the top 3 best investment properties in Pinellas County. Would you be interested in seeing it? Just to get a response. And if they reply back, then text them the link. That could be a way to go about that too. But yeah, so that's kind of, I probably missed a bunch of steps. I didn't create a blog post or anything right today, but think about what I just did. If you spend an hour kind of kicking around your account the way I just did as I was talking, or even a half hour a day, think about what effect that could have. You're posting something new, you're sending something interesting to your whole database, you're making some phone calls, and you're just checking your lead sources to make sure they're working. I think a big problem, Kelly, I'm guilty of this all the time, is you're paying for stuff that's not even working.
Right.
Or you're paying for stuff that's working pretty good, but if you would have just checked it last month, right, and paid attention, you could have doubled the spend and got double the positive results. So
the fortune is in the follow-up.
Yeah, man. So definitely keep an eye on business analytics, and that's what I got today. You got anything else, Kelly?
You know, I popped into your chat. I don't know if you want to do it or not. I just recently stumbled on this new tool. It's called, what's it called? Breakthroughclips.com. And they
Okay.
make your post, your Facebook posts really kind of fun. Just hover over any one of them, like the
Okay.
coffee one or any of that. Look what it does to your Facebook posts.
Oh,
Is that fun? That's super fun. I love fun things like that. So you can customize them. You could add your squeeze pages in there. And I mean, it's really kind of a fun little tool. You can try it out for 7 days, I guess, if you want, but each one
yeah.
of them has its own little, look at that, how cool that would be. There's a lot
Yeah.
of real estate ones in there too, just so you know.
Let's find those. Yeah, this is cool. We need a direct integration with this one.
I know, that's kind of fun, huh? Breakthrough Clips. I think it's a relatively new tool. I haven't seen it before.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kelly. That's a great share. Customize. I'm just playing now. Oh, I gotta create it. I'll let everybody else play. So the link is breakthroughclicks.com. I'll drop it to everybody.
I haven't seen anything like this before, and it's kind of fun when your posts they look a little 3D. They're coming at you.
Yeah.
And isn't that what it's about today? Is we're talking about creating content that is, you know, distracting content that will catch somebody's attention.
Yep. Pattern interrupt, right? You gotta interrupt people where they are. I gotta go check my verification link. So I'll give this just a shot. Maybe.
Sorry, I didn't mean to drop that on you, but I just saw that the other day. I'm like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Use this.
We're gonna have fun with this, and maybe we'll. I don't know. Maybe by tomorrow I'll have created a few we can all share.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I think, that's the bottom line. It's consistency, sharing content, and then kvCORE just gives you a lot of automation, but it also gives you tools like the squeeze links and the landing pages that you can just drive this traffic to. So, do you know how much they charge?
They have a couple of packages there. I want to say it's like $39 a month, something like that.
Okay. Yep. So I know 39 sounds like another bill, but if you're going to use it every day and you generate another deal or two a year, that's always the calculus, It's
yeah.
like,
I'm not affiliated with them. Just want to go on record. I just sort of stumbled on it and thought, oh, this would be cool. I'm going to bring this to the group.
Yep. Here, I'll play.
Maybe we can stick around. We got a couple minutes. Maybe we can stick around and play.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here.
They give you like one or two that you can do for free before they asked you to sign up anyway. So I think you get 7 days.
How do I go find the?
Oh, go to the templates. Yeah, you go right there. Yep, when that loads. Don't do the walkthrough because So like you could click on real estate. I think there's one in there for real estate, business, e-commerce, something like that, or just hover over one of those templates.
Real estate. Aha!
There you go. How fun is that?
This is
Homes for sale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think these are pretty cool.
How do I customize it? So switch to Facebook, switch to Instagram.
So basically what you're doing is you're creating a it's a GIF and a photo all together. And that's what you're putting in as your post.
Gotcha.
So it has the appearance of it looking like it's a post, but it's a photo or it's a JPEG or whatever it downloads that as a PNG, I think.
Yeah, add animation. Whoa!
Whoa, it's loud too.
Hey now.
Hey now. That'll distract you.
I don't know how to get rid of it. Wait. Okay, got rid of the sound effect. How do I?
Honestly, Brian, I just found this myself. So you and I are going through the motions together.
Yeah, so look, on the right side, I can put some stuff in. What I really want to do is put my own stuff on there. So let's see.
I think you can do that you can upload your own stuff as well.
Awesome. So I could see doing a post like homes near the soccer field. Use that map, right? So if you're in an MLS area, let's see what else we got. Here we go. Nice sold.
This one's just sold. Too late. You're too late. But here's others. Okay,
yeah. Here's where you would you'd put your image in.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I have a picture of a house, I would drop it in there. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I'm glad you shared this, Kelly.
There you go. Another little Easter egg today.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we will see you tomorrow, same time. And we'll get the replay live in the Next Level members area, and we'll pop it on YouTube as well. And do keep an eye on the Facebook group, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome. Take care.
Bye, Mark.